So, hello and welcome to my first episode of My Dream Career Talk Show. Now, why My Dream Career Talk Show? Because it's my mission to help college students, freshers, and early career professionals, especially the college students and freshers, to secure their first job and by building their personality great. So, here on this platform, I'll be inviting eminent personality, business leader, and industry expert from various domains who can share their knowledge, learnings, experience, failure, success, which can inspire them, the college freshers, students, and early career professionals to bring clarity, directions, and of course, building, the great career actually. I'm thrilled to invite someone who is very special or special guest for the first time. Since I met him, I'm very inspired by his strong characters and leaderships today to talk on the important topic on building career in sales. We have with us an amazing personality, Mr. Mukul Kumar Das. Mr. Mukul has been a leader, a business consultant, a coach, a mentor, a writer, and an upcoming author. He is a founding director and a CEO of Mind Matrix Service Private Limited. He comes with 2 decades of experience in handling sales, business development, customer service, etc. He has worked in reputed organizations in top IT companies like Wipro, Oracle, L&T, etc. He led many sales teams and was instrumental in closing some of the largest deals in the company for those companies in India. He consistently delivered growth in business and people, and also he has handled P&L of more than 500 crore of revenue in some of the companies. He is passionate about helping people and business to grow. Mr. Mukul, welcome to the show, and I'm very glad you are here with us live.
Thank you so very much, Naresh. I'm really excited to be part of this amazing initiative done by you. And first of all, I would like to thank all our audiences who have decided to spend next 1 hour of their precious time with us in the Sunday morning. I know that they had a lot of option of doing something else, but since they have decided to attend this talk show, I think like say we are really grateful them. And it's really amazing to be part and be the first guest in your talk show. I wish great success, and you are in a great mission. And I see society will, particularly the young generation, will probably benefit to great extent. Thank you so very much, and I wish you luck in this endeavor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mukul. So, to start off, Mr. Mukul, let's go back and I want to know that how did you start actually and reach this position?
Okay, so it's pretty long, I believe. And if I have to tell all the details, then I think it will be a long journey. But to cut it short, I'll just give a snippet of how I arrived at the position where I'm today. I come from a very remote village of Assam, and I studied in a vernacular school. And English was not our first subject. Started learning English at I think we were in class 5, and so we never learned how to speak English till we were in engineering. So when we went to engineering, we really faced trouble in terms of communicating to other friends because they were from convent education, and that is where the first struggle started. But eventually, what happened? We passed out from engineering, and back 1993, that much campus interview was not there. And since we come from a slightly remote part of the country, that is Assam and Northeast, we did not have campus interview. So we were a little worried, like say, after passing engineering, where will you get job? So what we used to do is that we used to look at the newspaper, classified advertisement, and do kind of cold calling, going office to office with your resume and knock the door. Some people will entertain you, some people will not entertain you. But I met some amazing personalities there. Like there was a branch office of Larsen and Toubro, which was one of my dream company. They were so very big that point of time, and they had a office in Guwahati, and I went Larsen and Toubro, and I met the branch manager, and his name was Mr. M.K. Baspai, and he was very kind to listen to me, and he gave me some suggestions. He even suggested me I can go for MBA and all those. But I told, like, I at that point of time I did not want to pursue higher studies because I wanted to earn money. So I requested him that, sir, please help me getting some job. And he was very kind to refer me to one of his distributor. And that is how I landed up in a job which was at 1500 rupees per month. That is in 1993. And
Wow.
thereafter, of course, I spent 26 years. And when I left my career 1 year back, I was handling a business portfolio of 500 crores, and I was leading almost half of the country's business for one large company.
Wow, that was a great journey, and I hope this is very inspiring. It is inspiring for me as well as it is inspiring for all the viewers actually, especially the college students, freshers, and early career professionals also. So a journey can start this way also because it should not be always that one has to come from the very good family or having a very good financial support. One can start from anywhere. It's not required that one has to be from those places actually, and that was
Absolutely.
a very inspiring, it was very inspiring. At least you approached some company, you took all the attempts and all the effort actually to get, stand on the feet. That was very, very much inspiring actually. Yeah. So my next question would be like, you talked about a lot of things actually. There was a a flavor of personality. There was also flavor of skills. Skill was, although there was no skills initially, the freshers actually they don't have any much technical skills actually. And the interest area, you had the interest that you wanted to do something in your life. Now how do you connect the dot? Personality, skills, interest, how these three are, relevant? Could you put light on this?
Oh, all three are extremely important. If you have interest in certain field and you can work on that field, you will do amazing stuff. Because will work will never look like work. You will work like it will be fun all the time. Suppose assume that you like music and you like creating music, and by profession also you are a musician, then music will never look like work for you, and you will be enjoying touring. Suppose you are a sales guy and you like sales, and you like meeting people, meeting new people, going making pitch, then it will be so much of fun. So interest is very very important, and all the people who have become successful, you would have seen that they have a strong passion, they have strong interest in the area where they have successful. So to identify your passion and interest is very important. Point number one. Point number two, skill of course is needed, because if you skill, then obviously you'll not be good at. Suppose you want to knowledge of the work. If you want to learn driving, then you have to learn skill how to drive. If you want to cook, then you have to learn how to cook. So developing skill is extremely critical, and it is a evolving process. You can learn skill step by step. There is absolutely no issue. And then here also skill would be like your hard skill, soft skill. And third, I think you spoke about mindset, which is extremely important, because if you have the right mindset, it really favors you in terms of achieving whatever you want to achieve. So from that perspective, if you have a blend of all three, you will be irresistible. You will achieve whatever you intend to achieve.
That's a very great, insight you have given. Very great, like wisdom you are sharing. If the combination is there of all the three, one can do anything in their life. He can go very far. I mean, this three, the combination has to be there, the personality, skills, and interest. That's really great. Now, yeah. So this three, if any person is having, he can definitely grow in their life, irrespective of any places, right?
Absolutely.
So now,
Yeah.
coming back to this, like in society, what happens now? Coming back to our main topic, that is like so career in sales. So related to this, I have some questions. Like in society, our society particularly, and in fact in the rural areas also, they have formed a very wrong notions, a different kind of perceptions and all. So one comment I have got, and this comment is like society considers a sales career as a second or third grade. Now, how do you comment on this? This is a comment, a kind of remark actually. So how do you comment on this?
I think this come from a point of ignorance, or like people who are may not be exposed to sales career or corporate world, or they would not have seen sales as a traditional career in their familiar circle. They are bound to form that kind of mindset or that kind of opinion. What happens, suppose in your family everybody is a teacher, then obviously you know how teachers work, or you have familiarity, so it will not be alien to you. If everybody is doctor, or you have a couple of doctors, you know how they work, and it is a familiar career for you, and you know that that's a legitimate career. But in your family, never ever there was somebody who has probably done sales in their life, or they have taken up a sales career. In that case, it is quite natural that you may not be knowing how sales career is important, or how it could be a rewarding career. Point number one. Point number two is that many times we encounter uh, pushy salesmen, and they what they do is that they are like bad apple in a basket, and they probably forms a very bad opinion. Similar is the like in every field. Like if there are, like say, if there are quacks in the village, and they do medical practice, and there is a MBBS doctor, you cannot probably held the MBBS doctor for the other person's mistake. Similarly, there are some pushy salesmen, they do not know how to probably do a proper sale, and that is why this opinion is formed. But if you leave that apart, I think it is an amazing career. And I only hope that, let's say, particularly in the remote area, or maybe lower class, like upper middle class, probably people know how sales career work. But on the down strata, I think it as we go along, and more people take this career, I think people will probably break that wrong opinion.
Definitely, definitely. Just it's a matter of time, and
Absolutely.
yeah, so they'll be able to know what exactly how the ideal salesperson actually. Now, could you
Absolutely.
describe this? Now how ideal person should be a salesman? How it should be actually? What are the qualities these people have actually? So, could you put some light on this so that they can anticipate? The student can
Sure.
anticipate. Yeah, please.
Sure. So I think like no person is ever born with a profession. You don't born like a doctor. You born don't born like a engineer or a professor, or for that matter lawyer or astronaut. So everything can be like developed. Like of course, if you have interest in particular field, then it will help you further, and it is always better to pick up your interest area. But my point was that the bigger point was that you can always develop your skill. So for salesman also, or sales professional or sales career, these are these are the skill which you can develop. It is not necessary that you have to learn day one. So if I have to tell, there are three levels of skill set. One is foundational level skill, which will be needed for any career. Sales is no exception for that. Suppose in sales, what are the foundational skill? You need good articulation skill, you need good communication skill, you need good interpersonal skill, you need skill to probably build up relationship. All these are foundational skill, and you need to understand probably a little bit of commercial acumen you should have. All those are foundational skill. Apart from that, specifically you'll need some skill related to your sales career or sales profession. What are those? You probably need to learn the technical stuff about your product, features, benefit, or you have to probably know about your industry where you are operating. Suppose you are a person who is going to sell banking software, then obviously you have to understand banking. Suppose you are going to sell software, you have to understand how software works. So foundational skill and specific skill. The specific skills to my mind in sales career could be product knowledge, technology understanding, customer knowledge in terms of, like say, in which industry they operate, what is the dynamics of that industry. Then you also need to know how to negotiate with customer, because negotiation is a part of sales career. You also need to how to do objection handling or conflict resolution in the customer space. These are some of the skill are very important. But one more thing I would like to add: traditional selling way has changed because of digital revolution. Today, a lot of selling happening in the digital space. So going forward, I think salespeople also need to know how to sell on the digital platform. That is going to be key, because when we started our career, we were selling door to door. Door to door means we used to go to customer, then have a discussion and give proposal and close your deal. Today, a lot of sales happens through digital social media or digital channel. So that is another skill I think eventually people have to pick up.
That's very great. Very good points you have mentioned. Lot of things, lot of skills you have mentioned. So some of the very important skills you have mentioned, like articulations, a lot of things you have mentioned. So these are the things are not inborn actually. It has to be learned by the
Absolutely.
any person actually.
Yes.
So could you just
Yes,
point
yes.
it out a little bit, like for the viewers, so they understand what are the skills they have to work upon it, like just in few points.
I
One
think
you have said articulation,
be
communications.
it, yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. I think it is, be it sales or otherwise also, some of the foundational skill, which is almost like life skill, will be important for anybody in any career. What are those? You need good communication skill. You need good articulation skill. You need good body language. You need probably good relationship skill. You also need probably how to speak for yourself, or how to say no to people at certain time, because that's a very interesting skill to have. Otherwise, people will
Yes,
exploit
yes.
you. So these are some of the skill. And I think one more thing which is becoming important: how to learn is also a skill. And today, if you have to grow, you have to have lifelong long learning aptitude. So those things will be needed, I think, irrespective of any career. And one more thing I just wanted to add here is very, very critical, is persuasion skill.
Very, very
So all
important.
people need in any skill need persuasion skill. It is as simple as, suppose you are asking a auto driver to go to a certain some place and he doesn't want to go, then you need persuasion skill to probably
Correct,
convince
correct,
him.
correct.
You
Very
want
true.
to buy something and you want to negotiate. Say you want to negotiate something, you need persuasion skill. It doesn't only needed in sales career. So persuasion skill is one skill everybody needs to probably pick up. And we do a lot of persuasion without even know. Our even kids, they persuade their father and mother, parents, to buy toys. That's a persuasion.
Correct,
So I
correct,
think that
correct.
is what I think, like, we all need to we all know in some level, but if we have to go to next level, then we have to probably practice deliberately.
Correct, very correct. Now, there is some kind of relation I'm able to see. These relations are like a great salesman or a great personality. Is there any kind of like, any proportionality on these two? Great salesman, great personality.
Yeah, I will tend to agree. Of course, like, say, how do we define personality? Like, do you have a model personality? Do you think, like, say, okay, salesman has to be like this only? He has to be very flashy. He has to be very maybe flamboyant or very smart, street smart. Is it the idea everybody carrying? I think that's, we should not create one model role. So, like say, nobody, if there are like say thousands of lakhs of crores of salespeople in the world, nobody would be similar to each other, isn't it? So there is no role model to my mind. Everybody can have their own personality, and at the same time they can excel. But there are certain skills and certain techniques they have to learn, which is probably they have to add to their personality. Suppose I want to be in sales, then I have to definitely know how to learn or how to probably make people comfortable. if I'm a very self-absorbing person and I don't know how to talk to people, then obviously that's not going to help, isn't it? Because you have to go speak to customer. So if you're a very introvert or self-absorbing person, it may not help. So to that extent, personality in terms of skills upgradation, that would be needed. I'm not saying that if you're an introvert person, you cannot be salesperson. Even introverts can also be salesperson. But at the same time, whatever job demands, the minimum skills, those they have to imbibe. You don't have to change your personality completely. Like say, there is absolutely no need. You could be yourself, because end of the day, people like authenticity. If you're
Yes.
authentic, then like people will like. If you don't have to be somebody who you are not.
Very true. Very true. That's a very great, like, light you have